Hi everyone, it's Woodcraft by Scott. Wanted to do a quick video showing how I do my jumbo versions, what I refer to them as, wall-mounted key and leash holders, but for these they're primarily for coats or towels, etc. My normal sized ones are in high demand. People just absolutely love them. Here's about 100 of them that I've cut up during the winter and prepped. They have not been sprayed yet. They have not had hooks attached. I just want these to have on hand. But those are the normal sized ones. They are about 10 inches wide by about 8 or 9 inches tall. The jumbo version are about double that. I had a request one time. Somebody wanted a larger version. I did it. It really came out nice, so I wound up making a couple. I put them on display. So the thing with the bigger version is you cannot do it on a single piece of wood like you can the smaller versions. So I do the animal as one piece, and then I have a base. I used a standard 3.5 inch wide poplar that's available at Home Depot and Lowe's. I cut that in 20-inch pieces, round the top edges, and then it's a matter of connecting the two. And that's what I wanted to do in this video, is just to show the process that I go through. I'm sure that there are better ways, there always are. I just kind of come up with my own method for doing things. If it works for me, I just continue on with it. But by all means, use your imagination. A lot of you are true woodworkers that, do much more intricate type things than I do. I am truly a hack. I'm a one-trick pony. I love doing these things, but this is the limit of my skill set. So just real quick, I'm going to mount my camera here so that I can work and talk at the same time. Try to get this angle down. So again, doing Bigfoot here as an example, it's a matter of having the primary piece and then a base. What I do for mounting the two is I want it to be as solid as possible, so I actually use dowels. They have been working very well. I've not had any issues whatsoever. So it is just a matter of placing it where you want it centered, etc., and then marking where you're going to put the dowels. So again, my rudimentary way of doing this, I simply mark, and then I want to carry over my mark to the outside, and I'll show you why in a moment. Again, not being an expert in any of this, I simply carried the marks over. I'm just looking at my camera to make sure that you guys can see all this stuff. I have a jig that I bought that works beautifully for doing the holes. What I was finding is I was trying to do them by hand. They weren't centered properly. They were not straight, etc. This gives me that precision. So by placing it on here, and again, I know my camera work is not ideal here, but you can see my mark, and there's an indicator there to show where the drill is going to go. And that's just a matter of drilling pilot holes. On to the other one. Again, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now I need to do the corresponding holes in the base. And that's it. Again, this jig has worked out very, very well. I tried a very inexpensive version my first time around and was not happy with the precision of it. So by going to this version, it's gotten much better, more precise. My one tidbit is clean up the outside of the holes so that when you do get ready to mount and set the animal on there, it'll be as flush as possible. I kept having, just these very minuscule gaps, and I'm just so attentive about things like that that it drove me crazy. And then I realized what it was. And also make sure on the bottom of the actual animal too. All right, then it is just a matter of, I do use a little bit of glue. Toothpicks are my preferred method for applying glue in most cases. Pardon the mess of my bench. I am realizing that I am approximately a week away from my first event, and I'm kind of losing my mind, realizing all the stuff I need to get done and prepared. So again, just putting some glue in the holes, and then it's just a matter of placing and mounting. And there you have it. And then I do have my handy pink eraser to get rid of the mark. Easiest, of course, is if you mark it on the back side, then you don't have to worry about it, but I get confused easily and start doing things in reverse and I'll mess it up. But really, that's all there is to it. At this point, what I'll do is I'll do my spray lacquer like I usually do, and then mount the hooks onto it. Just real quick, I'll show you a finished product. Again, sorry for the poor camera work. Let's see what I've got here. So, there's the finished T-Rex, just as an example. And again, these are doing, very well. I sell these for $60, and I can also laser engrave a name if people want to custom order for an extra $10. But doing very well. T-Rex, Bigfoot, unicorn, dragon. I also do a version of the state of North Carolina. And then I do my specialty items for the town that I'm having a show in. My show coming up next week is in Southport, North Carolina. And so I did a jumbo version of the sea turtle because it's the most popular. And what I plan on doing is just showcasing them and then taking orders because I want that one to stay on display. Anyway, hope that was helpful. I've still got a wolf because I'm going to be up in Wolfpack country up near Raleigh, North Carolina my next event. And then personally, I just love the Stegosaurus, so I like to have one of those on display. So again, quite the mess going on. I got so much that I'm working on, trying to get things wrapped up and done. It's just a organized chaos. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon.